Here we have the leg controls. Click on the foot control here, and we are given all the different controls to control the foot here. Leg twist, toe lift, etc. To control the knee swivel, swiveling of the knee, we can use these here, these objects here. This is an IK leg, so it does this. That's the leg. Now we're going to get on to talking about the arms and what sort of controls I've put into the arms. Again, I'm going to just hide the mesh and unhide the bones so that we can see how the bones move, and then again I shall get on to showing it with the skin on. So firstly we have this in FK mode. As you can see here, we have loads of different controls attached to each of these controls. If we are on here and we click on the rotate tool, we are rotating everything in FK mode. Now on the left hand side, if you look, I've got the arm in a slightly different position. This is something I created earlier so that I can show you the blend between the IK FK. Now if I click on the FK control and I go from 100% and I move the spinner down, you can see the controls for the FK disappear and the IK controls appear. Now we're in IK mode, so we click that and we can move the control. So see, and then can still spin the hand around to control the hand. So if I just put this back in FK mode by putting it back to 100, puts the arm back. So there's that. Now if we go and click on this side, I can show you the hand controls. We've got control that will clench the fist. Alternatively, we can do each individual finger like so. Now I'm not going to run through all of them because it's just time consuming, but they do all work. As you can see, I have multiple bones in my arm. These are twist bones, so that when the character twists their arm, as you can see, this bone twists a little bit more than this bone, and this bone twists more than this bone. This is to help with the deformation of the skin when it's twisted, like so. Sorry, just get that back how it was. Now I'm going to show you this one where we can bend the arm like so. Fortunately, I couldn't remember how to get it so you can't do this. I wanted to try and I couldn't remember how to get it so that the arm can only move between that position and that position, because breaking the arm backward is not good for a character rig. I would like to have added that, but again I couldn't remember how, and I couldn't remember which presentation it was on Blackboard. Now we move on to the head controls. Select head control. We can rotate it left to right, like so. Spin it, this so. And if we move it, the neck moves. If we also select the head control, we have on the right hand side controls for individual ears, like so. Another one over here. We have the option to do both together as well. So, and then if we spin around, if we get the head, and we were to do that, as you can see, hair goes through the body. Now to fix this, we have a control for the hair where we can move the hair back like so, and then we can, as always, freeze control and 0. Sorry about that. And we're back to where we were. Moving on, we're going to do the tail now. So here's the tail. We can rotate it up, down. We can even go around the sides, like so. So I'm going to show you the center of gravity. So we can move controls like that. Next, just going to reset transforms on this arm and this arm here. So that, and just going to do the same one here. Now we can spin the chest like so, or we could do the hips. Show you that again without the mesh. We have the twist and twist here. Now to get each of these individual bones to twist like they have been, I used expression controllers. If you just bear with me, should helper objects, and we get the IK goal, and I go to the motion panel and swivel float. You can see I've got an expression here, which is taking the rotation, the X rotation of the chest control here, and the hip control here, and we are halving it. So the middle bone moves halfway between the rotation of the hips and the chest. So, and then we have the next one down. If we just open that up, we've got the hip control and mid swivel. Mid swivel is the mid point between the two bones, and the hip control, and again we half it. So this bone will move halfway between this center bone and the final bone at the bottom. Same goes for this bone here. Same setup, except from instead of the hip control, we have the chest control. And again, this bone will then swivel halfway between this bone here and this bone here. So, yeah, I think that's everything. Next, we're going to talk about the research I did, and also about how I could have improved this, what things I could have done to improve it, and so on. Things that could have been improved the rig. For start of, I would have liked to have gotten it so that when you click on the foot control, you were able to control the knee swivel with Reaction Manager. As you can see here, I did attempt to put it in, but it failed. Another way in which I could have improved the rig is by using MaxScript to do some of the actions, or using third-party scripts. Here's one here called Custom GUI, and it allows you to create to select all the control objects using buttons. So you can hide the control objects, thus allowing the animator to only see the rig, let's see the character mesh, allowing them to see deformation a lot better. To help with my research for the character rigging module, I used the tutorials from Paul Neal's website to help me with the arm twists and also with the IKFK arms. I used the video tutorials from Autodesk 3ds Max Learning channel on YouTube. I used these to help me with the leg controls. I used part 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 to help me try and get the knee controls to work. As you can see, I couldn't get the knee swivel working. I also used digital tutors to help me. Here is the custom user interface that I was talking about by Marcin Klinjanowski. Again, more information, all links will be at the end of the video. And here is the link for the character mesh that I used from this website, which provides free characters for users.